From propagating women's natural roles as mothers and caregivers to advocating how to take care of one's husband properly, the media and the education system perpetuate all aspects of a housewife who properly performs her domestic duties.
My wife, she was born to make laddu.
In a study of the post-World War II era, Betty Freidan has argued that when men returned home after the war, women who had stepped in to fill the jobs of men who had left in order to fight the war were expected to return to the home and perform more suitable feminine activities. Women had become volunteer policewomen, they worked with dangerous chemicals in factories, drove tractors on farms, and transported coal barges. But men returning from war looked to their wives for nurturing, and factories fired almost 3/4 of their female workforce.
A matter to be decided by the male-dominated legislatures.
Going by the psychology, Indian households deny women their basic human need to grow.
अपने करियर को छोड़ो, घर पर ध्यान दो.
And because that basic need for development is stunted, women remain unhappy, and children witness their mothers as unfulfilled and neurotic. For women as well as men, identity is largely cultivated through a sense of personal achievement, primarily through a career. But most women suffer this sense of dissatisfaction.
फिर मैंने आयशा को अलाउ किया बिजनेस चलाने, और उसे तुम्हारे परमिशन की जरूरत क्यों है?
The recent Malayalam film, The Great Indian Kitchen, highlights the viciousness of this gendered cycle.
Family based on marriage.
It is like every being of the woman's body has been trained to an unspeakable sense of haste. Men take little notice of all that goes into keeping the house running smoothly as long as they get their homemade meals and other comforts. It investigates the very thin line that separates externally imposed duty and internally motivated choice, particularly in activities that have historically always been gendered, such as domestic cooking.
Family is a universal group.
Patriarchal mindsets are ingrained in all households, even in the educated ones. The bitter yet blatant truth is that unpaid work is unappreciated and thus undesired. Men tend to take little responsibility for chores, while for women it is a moral compulsion. The self-proclaimed supportive male partners that are happy to share the economic burden also turn a deaf ear to the division of domestic responsibilities. The unsung economic power of women has to be stopped being taken for granted.
मैं लड़का हूँ.
Really?